Hey guys, Andrew Harris here. Welcome back to another episode of Pit Projects. In today's episode, we're going to be breaking down my computer, Project Bernard. Now, I'm guessing you're wondering, where did the name Bernard come from? Well, I'm a huge fan of Westworld, and Bernard was one of my favorite characters. So this build pays homage to him and the entire show. This build is really special to me for three reasons. One, because I wanted to build a computer that was all white. Two, because I wanted to do a completely custom hard-lined water cooling build. And three, I wanted to build a PC with zero compromises for gaming, editing, and rendering. This PC goes above and beyond anything else on the market. I'm able to play any AAA title at above 120 FPS. Editing on this computer is seamless, and I'm able to edit multiple projects at the same time. I can download something at up to 5 gigabytes per second. On top of this, I have the best graphics card on the market, the 3090, water-cooled with this custom setup. I'm running 64 gigs of RAM, which I almost never use, but it's pretty nice to have. We're running over 4 terabytes of SSD storage on this guy, and that's just what I have installed. I have plans to upgrade another 6 terabytes. The build process took fucking forever. Boxes were stacked from floor to ceiling, Amazon shipments were coming in day and night, and getting it to all work together seamlessly was a huge challenge. So I want to briefly touch on the design behind this and why I built it the way I did. I absolutely love this chassis by Corsair. It's the 5000X. I wanted this case because it was so clean and white with the tempered glass side panels. It also gave me the ability to mount two 360mm water cooling radiators. On top of this, I used the front 360mm mount for the Corsair XD7. That's a purpose-built distro-plate and pump all in one. The LEDs are also a huge spectacle for the computer, totally programmable through Corsair's iQ software. Now let's talk about airflow. I built this computer because of one solid principle, that hot air rises. So with that in mind, I knew that the top radiator had to be an exhaust. Now the challenge that I ran into was that if I block off the front with the distro plate, then I don't have a place for the intake. So I had to use the back 3 fans as the intake. This works perfectly and keeps my temps nice and low. And when you're running 64 gigs of RAM that's closely packed together like this, having a RAM cooler just makes it perform even better. I saw my temps drop by almost 10 degrees Celsius when I installed it. So one of the reasons I think it's so cool to build an all-white gaming PC is because they just don't exist. If you use dark colors in your build, your RGBs can't really reflect off of it that well. But when you have an all-white build, you're basically giving it a blank canvas to paint its colors on. This makes it pop in any lighting conditions. But at night, it looks especially cool. Now to me, Project Bernard is much more than a computer. It's a tool for creation. It enables me and my team to do all kinds of cool things. That's why I think Bernard is one of the most important members of the pit crew. Now some of you are probably wondering, alright, it's a really cool build, but how much did this cost? Now the sad truth is that I bought the graphics card during the pandemic when there was a graphics card shortage. So I did overpay for that among a couple other items. And for that reason, this build ended up costing around $7.5K. Now that's a super steep price point for anyone, which is why in my next project, I'm going to be teaching you how to build your own affordable, high-performance computer for all of your needs. That means bringing you the best features of Bernard to something that's completely accessible to anyone. So stick around, because next time I'm going to show you how to do all of that and more. If you like performance-inspired technologies like this, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to Pit Projects on YouTube, follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll see you in next week's video. Love you.